doing? They're all in the UK. Hello, chaps. How are you doing? Is this offensive to be stereotyping people on the basis of where they come geographically? Is this offensive? Good. Let's go. Yeah, what am I doing? They're in the UK. We gotta be chilling with these people. I'm Canadian. I'm from like a dominion of the UK. This is barely offensive. They're all from the UK. What's going on? What is happening? Why are you all hungover in the UK? What are you doing? Alrighty, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Serving Nerve, where we talk about whatever we want, and today we're gonna be going through more fat acceptance cringe compilations. So, we're gonna go through Hangover edition particularly, Would I Eat in a Day Hangover edition. Now, I'm going to come off and say this, we've all been hungover before. The first thing you lack when you're hungover is your, ability to be healthy, because you already feel so unhealthy that nothing could be worse than alcohol poisoning. So, we're gonna go through this, give a little bit of grace, because with all fairness, who on earth is gonna be eating broccoli, and chicken and, white rice or whatever, when you're just trying to navigate the seas of your unease when it comes to, trying to overcome your severe dehydration and sicky popness and your liver's excruciating distaste for what you did the night before. So let's just get into the video and see where this goes.
This is what a fat girl eats in a day, hungover edition. Woke up this morning, forced some toast down my neck. I don't know why I didn't eat last night before I started drinking. What a horrible mistake. I felt like shit this morning. The toast was grim, to be honest. I had toast, custard creams, and a big cup of tea with sugar in it. Don't normally have sugar, but I thought, I bloody well need it this morning. Just get my...
Does anybody else feel like sugar actually makes you feel worse when you're hungover? I don't know about you guys, but I feel like, bread and stuff makes sense. But you want to be eating, like, hella bland stuff just because it's, like, you don't want anything crazy. You probably had a lot of, like, sweetness going on in the liquor before. But yes, I don't recommend people get hungover. But usually we don't endeavor to get hungover. So generally speaking, you probably want to eat before you, like, start drinking. But saying that, I'm the kind of person who literally will like not do that a lot of the time, and then I'll just get blitzed. And usually I go through the excuse and say, hey, I'm Italian, I'm not gonna get hungover. And a lot of the time I don't. I don't know if it's like my delusion or, the fact that maybe it's like, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm an alcoholic. That's probably why. But anyways, speaking of such, you probably want to eat before you, start the drinking.
Blood sugar's back up again, you know what I mean? I probably drank about 6 cups of tea. For lunch, I had KFC. Mash was rank. No. Chicken was mostly rank as well. Like, it just weren't that nice. The chips were decent, and I love that dip. I had a couple pieces of chicken, but the rest had to go in the bin. Hangover again, just to get them blood sugar levels back up. What kind of fucking weirdo?
I don't know if that really helps with being hungover. The one thing you want to do actually is have like a lot of salt. I think salt really does help because your body's dehydrated, and salt is actually a very hydrating thing. So if you actually do have a hangover, one thing you can do before you actually get the hangover is have citrus, which will help, and also have salt. So if you really wanted to, beforehand, eat something with like acid and eat something like lemony or whatever, and eat salty stuff as well. Because it will help retain some of that, like, fluid in your body. But even after the endeavor, where you have an excruciating hangover, salt and, like, citrus and acid and stuff, they're all pretty useful things. But I don't really know, actually, because a lot of people have different ways of, like, coping with hangovers. But I think the best things you can do are drink water and sleep, and then when you can eat, get something with some salt in you. It'll really help.
Open set crisps like this, please. Anyway, bag cheese on crisps, and then some chicken fingers for dinner. Make sure you're following me for more dolls. This hangover needs to go.
I feel like also, though, like, if you have a hangover, like, all day, like, man, that is a lot going on there, because I've not really ever had a hangover that's lasted me more until, like, the afternoon. Usually, actually, like, I have the delayed hangovers, where I will not be hungover upon waking, unless I, like, actually eat something that makes me really sick, but, like, I won't be hungover until, like, after, like, the afternoon, and I've never been so hungover to a point, maybe out of, like, a scant few series of times, maybe, where I haven't been able to cope with, like, my life or my day-to-day living. It's just been, like, you feel a little like shit, and you kind of want to, like, not drink the next day. But the other thing is hair of the dog. Now, I didn't know what hair of the dog was until I started, like, hearing other people talk about it. But basically, it's, like, to compensate for your hangover, you take more alcohol in, which is not a good idea because it will actually make the hangover worse. So I don't recommend doing it, but people like will just drink more and then like rock hair of the dog, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. But like, I feel like you don't want to be eating a ton of junk food when you're hungover. You want to mainly get in some salt and hydrating stuff. And all of this food's pretty dehydrating compared to like getting in a lot of liquids and stuff. I think the best things you can do are like soups, smoothies, carbs, like things like that. But if everything tastes bad too, you probably don't want to be eating. Like, if you feel sick to a point where like everything tastes bad, then you probably don't want to be putting it inside of you. I'm just saying. Bro, where's the water, my guy? You gotta get some water in ya. Where's the water, dude? Come on now. If you're hungover, get the water in ya. Chug it. Chug it. Don't care what people think. Deep throat that bottle of water until it's gone. I feel like eating a lot of fat also isn't going to help. Like, you want a lot of carbs and stuff, but I feel like if you eat a lot of fat, where there's like all this fat in this meal, and throughout the day, you're going to feel like kind of sluggish, you're going to feel sick. Go outside, get some fresh air in you if you can. Like, the number one thing you want to do is like get a lot of liquid in you and a lot of salt and stuff and like rehydrate your body. Obviously not like an insane amount of salt. Like, I'm not telling you to drink soy sauce here, but like generally speaking, you could probably do a little better than that. Also, I know a lot of people are inclined to take things like painkillers and stuff when they're hungover, ibuprofen, aspirin, etc. But the number one thing that might do is irritate your stomach lining and actually make the experience worse, especially if your stomach's already really upset. So one thing you don't want to do is take any kind of painkillers. You're just going to have to raw ball it, basically. Rough it out until it, stops, and then maybe you'll learn your lesson and not get hungover again. We all say that, but then, the next day hits, doesn't it? Oh my god, they finally drank water at 11 o'clock at night. Wow, amazing. I thought they might have just been drinking water throughout the day or something and they just weren't showing it. But the indication that you actually had to present that you were drinking water at the end of the night makes me feel like you weren't drinking water throughout the day. That is psychotic. The first thing that I think to do, like no matter what, but even if I'm hungover, is pot of coffee, bunch of water, smoothies, all day long, bread, carbs, pasta, some nudes. We all love good nudes. Like, deliciousness, But, like, fuck, man, that is brutal. That is psychotic. That is downright neurotic. But, like, I'm not even trying to, like, judge the food, even though it's all really unhealthy stuff, because at the end of the day, like, when you're hungover, do you think to get on the healthy bandwagon, or do you just think about navigating the day? Because I feel like you're just trying to navigate through whatever you're dealing with. But the other thing I have to point out is a lot of these foods are probably going to make you feel worse. Like, if you're eating all day long, like junk food, when you're trying to overcome your hangover, you're probably not going to feel very good. Like, in a general sense, like, yeah, like, you don't want to be eating, like, crazy, healthy stuff or anything that's going to make your stomach feel worse. But a lot of this stuff is, like, a mix of really high-fat, hyper-processed, hyper-palatable garbage that isn't going to actually help, like, restore, like, a lot of fluid levels in your body. Maybe they're really high in sodium, but they're also high in a lot of other stuff that your body's going to have to process. So, in general, I would say the best thing to do would actually be to, like, flush out as much of that alcohol as you can. Get some liquids in you. Caffeine can be actually more dehydrating. Generally speaking, I'd say drink a lot of water. Have some coffee or tea if you feel like it, just to kind of like shake out of it. And then, I don't know, eat like some salty stuff, eat some healthy stuff, get something in you. I feel like a lot of this is just really unhealthy. Bro, I feel like this is like a food hangover too. Like, I feel like you're gonna get hungover the next day from all the garbage you eat the night before. Like, have you guys ever had that? Like, have you guys ever had that where you eat a bunch of junk and then the next day you feel terrible? Like, sluggish and terrible? It feels like that's what would happen here. I don't think it's a good idea. I think you want to be a little bit healthier in the line of eating some nutritious food and maybe not eating, like, an entire snack cupboard, like, at the end of the night, right before bed. Probably not the best bet. even when I work late at, work, I work like sometimes until like midnight, get home, eat dinner by like 1 or 2 in the morning. And, even then, like I eat a normal dinner or like my version of a normal dinner because I eat a lot. And even so, like I'll sometimes wake up feeling like crap just because I was eating really late. Does it stop me? No. But if you do this all day long, I feel like, god dang, man, that's gonna be rough stuff. It's gonna be rough stuff. I have to ask you guys, by the way, what is your worst and best hangover food? I have so many. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a ketchup junkie. My favorite ketchup is the organic ketchup from Trader Joe's. Super cheap, by the way. It's like not even like $3 for a bottle of it. And I basically drink it. When I make fries, I made these oven fries last night. So good. Sweet potato and regular. Covered them in salt and olive oil. I had this Sicilian olive oil from Trader Joe's that I was trying out, and it's pretty good quality. And I like tossed all of those in there, chopped them up, and threw them in the oven. And then I baked them at like 375 for probably like 45 minutes. And they got super crispy and they were so tasty. And I put a bunch of tahini and ketchup, and then I also had them with like salmon and broccoli and leftover pasta, and I made some zucchini noodles with it. I just ate everything. It was so good. So good. What did I have with it? Beer. Lots and lots of beer. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the time, like, you are not gonna get hungover if you actually are, like, 1, hydrating, and 2, if you're not like chugging. Another good thing you can do is set a good drink limit for yourself. So, like, every hour, don't have more than a drink. Or, chase the drinks that you're having with some water or something. We don't think about it when we're buzzed, but we will think about it the next day. So, sometimes it's a good idea. I am a sauce lady as well, okay? I will not lie. I love my sauces. Sauce is the boss. And when you're lost in the sauce, the more sauce, the merrier. But I have to tell you guys this. I feel like these people do a lot of this stuff on average. I don't think this is like a one day I'm hungoverism. I think this is consistently what I see in people's what I eat in a day is, hungover or not. So I'm calling it out, my people. I do not think that this is just a one day occasion. But saying that, I get it. Like, I'm trying to be nice about it because it's like, you're hungover. And yeah, when you're hungover, you're like, nah. But even on a hangover basis, this looks pretty bad. Like, where's the water? Where's the goodness going in you, my people? You gotta get some goodness in you. There's the salt. It's so weird because I feel like Chinese food's really salty, but you do want to always add in more salt for some reason. Like, the more salt, the merrier. To assault your taste buds with sodium is truly a blessing. Well, at least they're getting salt in, I guess, but, like, honestly, I feel like you're gonna feel like trash after this. And also, this makes me really want to make some Chinese food. I have a ton of stuff I could probably make it with, too, so I might do that tonight. But, like, dude, honestly, like, this is garbage. Get some goodness in your body, my dude. You'll feel so much better. Also, I have to call this out. These, like, crackers, these, like, prawn crackers, no. They taste like styrofoam. They don't taste good. I'm calling it out. They're only a vessel to put food on. They're not good. They taste like absolute nothingness. It's like eating styrofoam. Lame. They suck. Get rid of them. I have to also say, I know I'm going off, but my guy, I'm pretty sure they're in the UK, because every time I see a video from the UK, they have, like, psychotic chip flavors and names, like Twirls, I don't know, Zitsy Pops, or whatever. They have, like, a bunch of different, like, chip types and names, and the names for these chips are freaking adorable. Like, I have to tell you guys, the names are absolutely psychotically cute, and every time I see it, I'm just like, bro, it's a total vibe. Terrible for human health, but they're so cute. They're so cute, and they call them crisps. They call them crisps a lot of the time. I know I'm stereotyping, but, like, dude, So cute. Oh yeah, they are from the UK. It does say crisps. But yeah, like totally. I think that like the chip names in the UK are super cute and also like a different mix of like psychosis. It's just absolutely adorable. I have to call it out.
God, no. I know I said I wasn't drinking again, but for some reason I did, and now I'm regretting it. If you don't...
Every single person ever who says, oh, I'm never gonna drink again, and then the next day you're drinking.
don't like seeing fat people eat a lot of food. Skip this video. The first thing you gotta have on a hangover is a Mackey's. Apparently they're taking Chicken Legend off the menu, so I had one just in case. This is too far, but I needed something beefy, so I had 2 triple cheeseburgers and stuck it together. Added extra cheese on them both. Unreal. It was so good. When you're hungover...
I'm not gonna lie, my people. I'm an absolute human dumpster for consumption, so I'm not one to judge when it comes to eating a lot of food, but I am one to judge sometimes, especially when you feel like human dog crap, where it's like, dude, you probably want to eat something other than a like mega pounder, McDonald's, mega cheeseburger mode activate craziness. Even when you're hungover, like fat or skinny, like you probably want to be eating a little bit healthier. You're probably gonna feel a little bit better if you do. Particularly water. A little bit of salt. I know that this is all like very salty stuff, so maybe that's why they're navigating the hangovers. I don't know, but I feel like you'd feel like garbage after eating so much junk food. Like, I don't know about you guys, but no hangover will ever compare, in my opinion, to the feeling one has when they absolutely, like, destroy themselves with unhealthy food. Like, a food hangover and a food coma and feeling sick from eating garbage junk food consistently is not even able to be compared to with a hangover. I feel like I'd rather just have the hangover.
You just need something cold. I stopped to the service station and got a nice blast. Look at the state of me. This was just after I was sick. I needed something cheesy, but not...
I feel like you'd also, if you're throwing up and stuff, you probably don't want to have like a bunch of beef and all this like garbage in your tummy. I feel like this is just a terrible idea.
Not little cheesy, lots of cheesy. Since I made that cottage pie and put a Baby Bell in it, I haven't stopped thinking about the melted Baby Bell, and I'm going to show you all now exactly why it slaps. Look at that. It's heaven.
Okay, I just have to say, if I ate cheese, I would love this. This is just the bomb of bombhood, okay? Like, I know everybody loves cheese, so I can imagine how nut-bustably delicious this must be. I really don't eat it because I don't really do dairy. But, oh, Trader Joe's. I know I keep talking about Trader Joe's, but they have these cashew cheese, like, squares. Pretty clean ingredients, actually. And they're actually cashew-based, like, predominantly, which is a rarity because everybody's just into coconut oil and, like, all these seed oils. And, oh, there goes my coffee. All over my body. How nice. Just caffeinating the flesh, if you get what I mean. But, you know, I feel like this makes sense if you love cheese. A layer of cheese is already on your pasta bake. And then you put Baby Bells on top of it. And then you put another layer of cheese on top of it just to compensate for those little Baby Bells that need to get baked into there. This is just ridiculous. Like, what are we thinking, my people? Oh my god, I've got coffee all over my body. This is just sad.
Cheese pull is to die for. I'm salivating just looking at that. It literally never ended. A never-ending cheese pull. Oh my god. The pasta was good too, but the cheese, 10 out of 10 stunning. Obviously I had to have some mayo with it too. Banging. I was craving a chocolate milkshake. I went,
bro, it's like you can't console the cheese pull, so after the triple layer of cheese, you put mayonnaise on top of it as well. I don't know if somebody should leave this person alone in a kitchen, but they'd probably cry if they went into mine. There's no cheese in there. There's no cheese in my kitchen. Oh dear. Yeah, they'd probably die. They wouldn't survive. I mean, look at this. Look at this.
Went in the shop the other day and seen these. A milkshake machine. I dragged my ass down there. Best believe I got one. McDonald's milkshake who? Prawn cocktail crisps.
I've actually, like, I think I tried this once when I was, like, a kid with my friend, and I thought it was mind-blowing. Like, these machines are absolutely insane. Like, the fact that they'll make a milkshake for you is, like, wild. But I don't know. I don't know if I've actually had that. Dairy Queen Blizzards were more my thing. I could never really finish one. They were always, like, a lot. Like, it's like eating a pint of ice cream. It's like the thickest, most delicious, amazing thing in the entire world. A bomb of diabetes and sugar and amazingness. I love them so much. I don't eat them anymore, but when I used to, oh my god, they were the best. I couldn't even finish a small, so I would get the minis after a while. But I would go with my friends. And oh my god, the Score ones. I was talking to somebody about this recently. The Score Blizzards. Score. Okay, if you've never had a Score bar, you've missed out on an entire experience in your life. Snickers is great. Cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake Blizzards are amazing. But Score Blizzards they slap the booty cheeks. It's the best thing I've ever put inside of my body. And it's the worst thing for human health that I've probably ever put inside of my body, but it's the best thing for that mouth, okay? Nothing will compare. You know, nothing will ever compare to a Score Blizzard. And if you've ever had them, you know the truth, and you know my plight, okay? I really want a Score Blizzard, god dang. I should probably just figure out what's in a Score bar and then make like an at-home like rendition of it.
My ass down there, best believe I got one. McDonald's milkshake who? Prawn cocktail crisps, lovely, and a pepperami, banging. When I woke up this morning, I actually craved this cheese and tomato pasta from Tesco. Couldn't stop thinking about it all day. So late at night, I snuck to Tesco and bought the pasta. Banging. Feel severely hungover. I just need sleep. Banging out.
Well, this is the thing. It's like, why are you all hungover into the evening again? I've never experienced this before. The only time I've ever been hungover, actually, you know, throughout like a sequence of days was I went to an Airbnb for like a wedding party, and it was a 3-day non-stop drinking, getting screwed up wedding party, and we were just drinking all day. Like, water didn't exist other than the water in the pool. Like, you were just drinking alcohol like the whole day. By day 3, I was lost. My soul damned, absolutely. But I don't understand, like, on an average basis, like, I've drunken a ton of alcohol. A ton in my life, okay? An amazing amount consistently. And when I get hungover, my hangovers don't last past an afternoon, even when they're really bad. And that's if I end up hungover. So when I see these people who are talking about, like, I just need sleep, it's been like 24 hours or, you know, 16 hours or whatever, what are you guys doing? Like, what is going on here? And also, why are all of these videos from the UK? What are you guys doing in the UK? Like, geez Louise.
Have a couple more snacks. Philadelphia Light. It was so creamy. As if one meal deal wasn't enough. I did get 2. Cheese and onion sandwich. It's so reliable. You know what you're getting every time, and it never lets you down. Mars milkshake to finish off the night. We're looking at dogs tomorrow, so I hope I'm still not hungover. See you all later.
How are you gonna be hungover 2 days in, my guy? Like, what are you doing? Are you drinking more? No. Like, what is going on? I don't understand. What are you doing that is perpetuating the hangover to last this long? What did you put inside of your body the night before? Nothing can explain this. Nothing will explain this. I'm calling it out. This makes 0 sense, my dude. 0 freaking sense. What is wrong with you people?
What I eat in a day is a disgusting fat person who is very hungover after a birthday. So I did actually have some toast when I first woke up, but then I fell asleep and I had a Mackey's, and then
I don't know why they call themselves disgusting, by the way. Like, when you're hungover, no person does not feel like a used condom, alright? I'm calling it out. And all these people are eating the same thing. They're all just eating junk and garbage. So it's just kind of like, eh. But, generally speaking, this is probably not the way to navigate a hangover. Saying that, it was this girl's birthday. So, you know, it's your birthday day, your birthday week, your birthday month, your birthday year. But, like, bros, it's all the same. I bet if I go through this whole video, it's all gonna be the same, alright?
I had a few mouthfuls of this cake, but it wasn't as nice as I thought it was going to be. And then I had a handful of pretzels later on, and then I slept for like 5 or 6 hours. So then when I got back up, we ordered Domino's. I had some of the chicken nuggets, and then about half of a vegan pizza. So,
oh my god, it's vegan, it's healthy, wow, good for you.
On here, I just want to say thank you for 2,000 followers, and also to the lads. I'm not looking for your unwanted advice, and I don't give a fuck if you think I'm disgusting, so okay, bye.
I don't know, man. I feel like I wouldn't even acknowledge the comments on people calling me disgusting if I were being called disgusting and didn't give a fuck. I don't know. I feel like it doesn't even matter.
Everything I ate for breakfast as a hungover big girl on a all-inclusive holiday.
Disclaimer. If you don't like fat people eating swipe.
Watermelon 10/10.
Oh my god, she's eating a fruit. This is the first one of the day. Bless your soul, my lady.
Orange 8/10. Bacon on toast 2/10. Mini sausages 5/10. Cheese and ham tart 10/10 went back for seconds. Croissant dipped in beans 6/10 beans were too runny. Mini pancakes in syrup 5/10 too undercooked for me. Cinnamon dough balls and syrup 7/10 very sweet. The lightest, most heavenly cream cake I have ever eaten 1,000 tenths. I go back just for this cake. You must be thinking she's still going. Yes, fuming at the tiny spoon. What do I look like to you?
Tiny spoons are a total vibe, by the way. Little teaspoons. Oh my god, so cute. I actually have a set for my tea set. Yes, I have a tea set. I also have a top hat. Ooh, my top hat. Hey, look at that. Amazing. We love it. We love it. But like, oh, you know what? What am I doing? They're all in the UK. Hello, chaps. How are you doing? Is this offensive to be stereotyping people on the basis of where they come geographically? Is this offensive? Good. Let's go. Yeah, what am I doing? They're in the UK. We gotta be chilling with these people. I got my tea time. Yeah, we're good.
Cereal to 10.
You know what? I got an even better idea. Oh my god. I've got an even better idea. I'll be right back. All you geese from the UK. I've got it. I've got the tea cup. Yeah, man. Oh no, I'm spilling it all over my titties. Oh, that's awkward. Yeah, we're all from the UK now. I'm Canadian. I'm from like a dominion of... I'm Canadian. I'm from like a dominion of the UK. This is barely offensive.
Fruit salad 7 tenths. Apple juice 10 tenths. Of refreshing.
They're all from the UK! What's going on? What is happening? Why are you all hungover in the UK? What are you doing? Ravers in the UK, you little psychos. And also, I'm sorry that I keep adjusting the headphones. They are very difficult to keep on. But like, bro, you're all from the UK. What is happening here, my dude? And also, sausage. And also, that last girl wasn't that bad, alright? I'm calling it out. That was probably not that bad. Oh my god, it's an apple! She did it! She did it! She broke the code! It's an apple, she did it! She's done it! It's over. It's over. I can't tell if she's from the UK yet. I'm trying to decipher this. It was not determined if they are from the UK or not, but I will operate on guilt by association. We're all here to sink with this ship, my dudes.
Everything I ate as a hungover big girl at a Chinese buffet. Disclaimer, if you don't like fat people eating onion rings 7 tenths, spring rolls 10 tenths, fried squid to tenths, no flavor. Chow mein noodles 9 tenths so nice. Spicy noodles 3 tenths way to spicy, nearly unalived. Fried chicken wings 5 tenths. Prawns 7 tenths nice, but way too much work. I'm a lazy eater. The only way to eat sweet and sour chicken.
No, the fucking prawn crackers! They suck! You need them as a vessel because they suck. They don't taste like anything. They don't even taste as good as like bread. Like, what are you doing, my dude? It's not good. Prawn crackers suck booty cheeks. I'm calling it. I'm associating. They're from the UK. I'm calling it. And if they're not, they are now.
And special fried rice is on a prawn cracker. 10 a 10. Be aware it is very messy, but worth it. I'm very full at this point. But my brain...
I'm not gonna lie. I'm the messiest eater. I basically will be, like... I'm not good at making out. But... You know, it's so ironic because I eat like a pig, but I make out like a dead fish. So, I mean... But like... If it were any indicator of my riz in the bedroom for how I eat my food, we would be in trouble. Like, I would have a SWAT team on my ass ASAP.
Brain doesn't have a stop button with food. Chips 6 tenths, fried fish 0 tenths too oily. Cauliflower 7
Sorry, I had to do that. Couldn't help myself.
7 tenths. Broccoli 1 tenth. Why was it fighting me? chicken curry and white rice minus 2,000 tenths. Worst thing you've ever put in my mouth, that says a lot. Trying not to make a scene and vomit. Realizing I should have stopped eating ages ago. Anyway.
Yeah, I feel like if you overload your tummy after having a hangover, you're gonna feel like trash. You probably don't want to do that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Hungover or not, I eat a lot, so I can't even be one to judge in that capacity.
Mushrooms 9 tenths. Refreshing. Cucumber 8 tenths. Beef and brown rice. At this point, I was lost.
Alrighty, my people, that was the video. Tell me what you think in the comments below. And yeah, what do you guys do when you're hungover? Personally, salt and acid are my negators for a hangover, but also coffee and you know, water and sleep are my best friends when it comes to fighting a hangover when I'm not hungover, because I'm an alcoholic. And you know what? Yeah. And what do you guys think? What do you guys do? Do you guys ever get hungover? I don't know. Anyways, that's the video. Tell me what you think in the comments below, and what do you think of all these people? So yeah, I will see you all next time, and I hope you all enjoyed. Slater.